It's like you go sideways. Watch. 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 It's like I can't walk straight.
This is me.
Yeah, no, you ain't no psycho. You're not like the others, no. No changing behaviors. Not sure how to act around you. So colorful and bright, yeah. I wanna be a 9 to 5. You made me come alive, babe. I wanna be the time of your life. Come change my life just for a while. Let's go for a ride now. Outside the club, we come alive. Let's go for a ride, yeah. I wanna get to know you. I don't wanna leave so soon. You and me forever, or maybe just for tonight. Do you wanna get to know me? I will give it all to you. You and me forever. Don't care about nothing else. Making it happen.
The last time we left you guys off, it was raining and we were at the pool, and I was bragging on how much I wanted to go to the Luminous Lagoon, but man, let me tell you, a piece of rain come down. It's raining from yesterday to today, so you can even see it's a little still cloudy. But we are here in Kingston, guys, and we came to Port Royal. There's a lot of history here.
The richest and wickedest city in the world back in the day.
Yeah, Rohan said most of it got sunk.
Most of it is underwater.
Underwater. So we're come to Port Royal to learn a little bit about the Jamaican history and whatnot, and see some of the ruins. I didn't even know there were ruins here. So let's figure out what's going on with Port Royal.
Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig life billar, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunna ge förut. Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för det, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger är min tid, jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety.
Oh, pretty these tickets are. These are not no cheapy tickets. Look at this, how pretty they are. I hope we can keep it. If y'all been watching our vlogs, I already tell you, say when you come to Jamaica, make sure you exchange your money. So when we exchange your money, it's $1,500 per adult, and how much for kids?
$800.
$800 for kids, and that is what it is. I think an adult it said $24 US, but like I said, it's cheaper to pay in Jamaican dollars. So when you pay, you get a tour guide. So the tour guide soon starts, so we're gonna go.
Fire!
Jag kan nog leda baby, och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Varje gång jag bak på dig, jag tänker åh vilket kap jag har gjort. Jag skulle gå tillbaka till tidigare om allt igen och förstå. Ser det som ett allt är dig jag vill wifa. De här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner och.
Wow, look at that damn pretty tree. This tree have life and history, you know.
Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger all min tid, jag vill ha det.
Welcome to Fort Charles Historical Site, which we are in Port Royal. I'm one of your tour guides. My name is Jenny, so it's a pleasure having you visiting with us at the fort today. And we are now at Fort Charles, which this fort was once used to defend the island from enemy ships coming in to attack. So the enemies were the Spanish and pirates. The original name for Fort Charles was Fort Cromwell. It was named after Lord Oliver Cromwell, the ruling protector of England. It was renamed Fort Charles, and that's when King Charles II came to honor his throne in 1660. And this fort, it was built in 1656 by the English, and which Fort Charles is over 300 years old.
Wow.
All right, so when we look around at the fort now with all those red bricks that were brought from England, have ballast on ships. So the walls, which they are 5 to 7 feet thick, and those bricks, which they were made from limestone, molasses, and sand. And there's 104 cannon guns that are mounted around this fort, usually with 500 British soldiers that used to be around the fort. All the cannon guns, those are replicas on that side, and those are the original ones behind us. Alright, the bottom bricks around Fort Charles is the original red bricks, the top bricks has been refurbished.
Okay.
Alright, now there was an earthquake that took place on the 7th of June, 1692, 11:43 a.m. So at the time of that earthquake, which 33 acres of land has been sunken beneath the sea, leaving only 18 acres. So 4,000 people eventually died during that 1692 earthquake.
Wow.
It was 51 acres of land in all. 2,500 people survived the 1692 earthquake. All right. So all those buildings and treasures that have been sunken beneath the sea, 30 feet below under the water at the time of that 1692 earthquake, is out into the Kingstown Harbor, which is on that side. Now when I take you around the fort, I'll show you where there's a landmark out into the sea, where from the land going out, there's a red buoy into the sea, which is on that side where all those buildings have been sunken beneath the sea. So that land you're looking at, on that side, which it was all sea, before the 1692 earthquake, land came up after the earthquake. So looking at that land, which the shoreline keeps pushing back further out. So what happened, we lost where the sunken cities, and then we gained land over on the other side. This guango tree, which is over 200 years old, bears some guango pads on the tree. So which they feed animals with those pads. So the pads are similar to the tambourines. I don't know if you know the tambourines. Yeah, so when you break it, which it has a very sweet taste. The pads from the tree, it's very sweet, like it has a taste like molasses. And it has some seeds in it. So which they feed the animals with those pad, cows and goats. People do eat it too. And it is also called a 4 o'clock tree because the leaves closing at 4 o'clock in the evenings, and it is also the rain tree because looking at this guango tree, which it has the shape of an umbrella, so like whenever the wind is blowing and which the leaves are shaking, which it would sound as if rain is falling. Or even when you touch this guango tree, long life, wish you would live much longer than how you are.
I need
so
to touch
sitting
it.
under this guango tree, which it intends to give it that youthful look, so you look much younger than how you are. Alright, it's a tree of life. This guango tree survives hurricane and storms, and it is still standing. And even if it could talk, wish it would tell you a whole lot of stories. Used to store gunpowder in it, cannonballs and muskets. So we are now looking at 155-gallon barrels. So the gunpowder were kept in those barrels because the larger ones were too heavy to lift. Drove now, you pass the roundabout here, right? And this would be the airport right here. Alright, you drove on the Palisadas Road. So we are at Fort Charles right here. So we are at the fort because that Palisadas Road, which it was naturally formed. Right? Naturally formed as sand and silt washed down from rivers. That's from the east, which is the Yalos and the Oak Valley rivers, and then the natural current pushes up the sand and created that Palisadas Road because Port Royal, which it was an island, was not connected to Kingstown. So it's after the 1692 earthquake which Port Royal got connected. And we are now joined to Kingstown. We are now Kingstown 1. So the only transportation to get across to Port Royal in those days was by boats. Right, the 33 acres of land that has been sunken beneath the sea, all those buildings, treasures that is out into the Kingstown Harbour on that side would be here. So that's where those buildings that are still intact under the water, and the streets are laid out on them,
Interesting.
right? Yeah, and leaving 18 acres. So the land that came up behind us would be on that side where the guns are, was all sea before the earthquake. Land came up after the earthquake. Port Royal sits on one of the 7th largest natural harbor in the world, right? 7th largest natural harbor here. All right, Kingston over that side. So those keys are popular, which you can get the boats to go to Lime Key. People swim out at Lime Key, relax, enjoy the day. They also have parties out there. They don't sell anything on the keys, but you have to carry like food stuff, drinks, and water along with you. And Sandy Key will be Maiden Key today. So you can get the loose cannon boat. That's a boat that cruises around the harbor, and it takes you to Maiden Key. There's a gun key also. You have a junkie man's key out there. But all the keys does not exist today. Some is out there while some is under the water today. Alright, we have the figures now will tell you the depth, how deep the water is out there, right? That's in like in fathom. But today which out into the Kingstown Harbour, which is on that side, will be much deeper today than back then. That's a skull and that's a treasure chest. They are not real. Alright?
We're gonna go look at where the people them used to use the bathroom.
It's known formally as the necessaries, informally as the jocks, JACKS, which it is a soldier's toilet at Fort Charles. So it has 3 seats with nothing more than simple holes cut into inch. So under it now the placed buckets, because toilet tissue did not exist in those days. So a jug of water was kept nearby to cleanse oneself. So at night, you would have a servant that retrieved those buckets, turn them over to a night soil man to be used as fertilizer. So that was of course for strictly enlisted personnel, because officers had chamber pots in their private quarters.
Touch me.
This room consists of a bed that he slept on, a side table with his liquor. So usually their ration, they used to drink like beer or rum. And his lamp by the window is the original lamp. So looking at his wardrobe is also the original wardrobe from the 1700s he used to wear. Alright, so I usually wear this thing for. And this would be his water bottle that he usually drinks from. Keep his water very cool in it. Yeah, from here, right? And you're looking at his uniform behind you on the chair on the stool that he used to wear, and that's a pair of shoes of his. But that's a replica, and you're looking at 2 left foot shoes right there, right? Quartermasters is where the senior soldiers slept here. So we are now looking at some wooden double bunk beds, right? So these bunk beds, they are not the original, these are replicas. So it will be 2 men that slept on a bunk, it will be 2 on top, 2 below, it will be 8 men in all. And they were very short men. Alright, so we are looking at the 2nd West Indian Regiment on this side. Had to do with soldiers from the 1800s, 1807, because they were like free and enslaved black soldiers. Those are when they are into the military regiment bands. That's their uniform, right? So they dress. Soldiers, that's what the muskets look like. That was into the magazine room. Like some shotguns, yeah, but they took them all out to put them into a safer place. Yeah, and those are the real ones, right? And we are looking at all the slaves. These soldiers are the slaves. Now these are all the slaves that are packed on the boats. Right? So you have the upper, lower deck, and They are slaves coming from Africa, right? So it took them about roughly like 3 months, and they are all packed up. So looking at them now on the boats, they don't even have any air to breathe, so at times they would die. Right? You have women, you have boys, and men.
It's crazy how you've lost it. Oh baby, stop calling me dumb, dumb, dumb. It's none of your business. I'll run, run, run.
Alright, so that Giddy House, which it was built in 1888. There were 2 earthquakes, 1692 and 1907. So it is a 1907 earthquake that destroyed Kingston, affected the Giddy House, causing it to be tilted 16 degrees angle. So when you go into the Giddy House, which you're going to experience that giddy, that dizzy feelings. It was once used as storage. The Royal Artillery Storehouse was used to store non-explosive items in it, cleaning supplies and spare parts for guns. Alright, we are looking at the bottom photos. Those are showing the damage which the 1907 earthquake has done to those buildings. And those are in Kingston. Calico Jock Rockham, he was once Annie Bonny's boyfriend, right? Her boyfriend. She got married to a small-time pirate named James Bonny. She went to the Bahamas where she met Calico Jock Rockham. Fell in love with him and joined his crew. Then Annie Bonny, she met Mary Reed. Mary Reed dressed like a boy to impersonate her dead brother in order to collect an inheritance. But in time of peace, which Mary Reed, she wanted to join the military force. But then she also joined Calico Jock Rockham's crew and became a pirate.
Quit being fun, fun, fun. Should have known better. I'm done, done, done. Nothing can faster than all the disaster. Baby, stop calling me dumb, dumb, dumb. Should have known better. I'm dumb, dumb, dumb. Faked it, leaving me naked. Ooh, baby, stop calling me dumb, dumb, dumb. Should have known better. I'm dumb, dumb, dumb. Faked it, leaving me naked.
So we are now at the soldiers' barracks, and this is where the soldiers slept and relaxed when they were not on duty. So you are looking at some wooden double bunk beds, and those are replicas, not the original. And those beds are 6 inches apart, and we should have 4 men that slept on a bunk. So it will be 2 on top, 2 below.
You kidding me?
So it will be 16 men in all, right? They said they were very short men in those days. And each bed has sheets on it, mattress, fold-up blankets, and a rug in this case, otherwise known as coverlets on the bed. All right, these benches and tables, that's where we would find the men socializing, relaxing, and playing games, which they could only have a glass of rum here when they were not on duty. So they were not allowed to eat here in their barracks, right? As they didn't want to be bitten by rats. So they ate on the mess deck, where I showed you that map. Yeah, the cut stones right there. So that's a mess deck where they ate.
Baby, don't touch me. It's crazy how you've lost it. When did you quit being fun, fun, fun? Should have known better. I'm done, done, done. Nothing can faster than all the disaster.
But those are not in the right position, as they were just put there as to show what the original cannon guns used to look like before. But the bigger ones were for long-range firing. The smaller ones on the wheels were for close-range firing. Alright, we are looking at the original cannonball below. So the weight of that ball is like 30 pounds. It is very heavy.
Baby, stop calling me dumb, dumb, dumb. Should've known better. I'm dumb, dumb, dumb. Faked it, leaving me naked. Ooh.
Women pirates were brought here, Annie Bonny and Mary Reed. So Annie Bonny, she has escaped from this jail, which Mary Reed, she has died in her cell. 1721. And we may have to sit or lie here on this hard stone floor. And then it depends on the mercy of the guards who are on duty, how well or how badly, which they will be treated into this jail.
I bring you to these things for you guys to learn, say, because TV, American history is going to tell you one thing. I want y'all to learn the history from the other side, not just American side. Okay.
He was an admiral, once in charge of this fort. He usually manned the fort, and Lord Horatio Nelson, he usually look out at sea for all those enemy ships coming in to attack. So that land, reclaimed land, it was the sea before the earthquake, land came up after.
That's the Giddy House right there. When you get inside there, you're gonna feel a little dizzy.
That buoy, you guys, that's where there was still land. That's where the sunken places, that buoy right there. The red thing. That's where everything got sunken from. So the tour guide just said that this fort has never been shot at, so all the cannons have never been fired.
Hurricane storm, and they are still standing.
These are the
These are from the oak tree, right?
Oh yeah?
So the upper gun deck now that we walk on, which was once Captain Eason's quarter, it was destroyed by Hurricane Charles in 1951. And then it was rebuilt in 1953 with timbers that were brought from Belize. That's the upper gun deck. Lower them.
These are over 300 years old.
Yeah.
Or
You know, when they say solid like a rock, they're gonna have to start saying solid like a tree.
on this was sea. And they would tie the anchor the ship to that.
Oh wow.
Sunken 3 1/4 feet down into the fort at the time of that 1692 earthquake.
Wow. Can you
So
imagine?
you're walking in what was once sea.
For real, can you imagine that? Can you look? Grass grow, tree grow up.
Where once was sea, and then you'll tie the ship right there.
That is crazy. Once sea, now land, guys. Look at this. This is madness.
It was once used as storage to store artilleries in it, non-explosive items, cleaning supplies, and spare parts. And we are looking at the original cannon gun that was brought from England. The weight of that gun now is like 22 tons. It's a 9.2 cannon gun. That gun usually fires at a 6-mile range out at sea.
Wow.
It could rotate, it could spin around like a 180 degrees angle. It was once used to protect the Kingston of the house.
Wow.
Big gun.
This is a replica
Ryan, you gonna be able to handle the giddy feeling? Here you go and you're feeling giddy right now. In my way. All right, I'm in here. Hello, hello. Let's see how long it will feel giddy for. You feel this already?
I'm in the Giddy House.
Are you giddy?
1888.
I don't think that was here, but. So they said there was a second earthquake that made this one shook. Faith, are you feeling giddy yet? Really, Faith? Really? Yes, really. Yes. Damn teenagers become so weird, yes?
Hello. Welcome to Giddy House.
You can't get off the wall? It's like an optical illusion. Like that's the way it feels. I'm not gonna lie. It's like you go sideways. Watch. Watch. It's like I can't walk straight.
This is me. Mr. This way. This is me standing up. Walking up. This is me.
How do you be straight then?
They should come here and do some dance for Rihanna.
Am I straight? Oh my god. This is funny. I like it.
Say bye-bye to Ochi. Bye-bye, Ocho Rios. It was nice hanging out with you here.
It is officially our last day here in Jamaica, guys. We spent a full 2 weeks, Christmas and New Year's in the JA. Now we're heading back to the airport. We just stopped and got some patties. Well, we actually got the patties yesterday. Want to juice this patty? Juicy beef patty, breakfast food. Hot. Wow. You want to call it juice too? Country style orange juice. And we bought 2 dozen patties. Like literally we have chicken and cheese, beef and cheese to go home because patties here is just completely different than even if you get it in the States and get it at a patty store. Like, it's not the same. So that's what we're doing. We're taking that home, and we're literally just using it as carry-on. We have it in the bag when we take it on the plane. When we did our grocery shopping, I bought hard dough bread, and we didn't even finish the hard dough bread. So
it's huge.
It's big, so I'm taking it with me too in a carry-on and whatnot. So we're heading back home. Bittersweet, y'all. Like, it's always like, it's fun hanging out and coming here, but then it's like you always miss home. No matter where home is, you're always ready to go back home. I know Rohan's ready to go back home as much as he wants to talk. To your space,
really.
yes you do.
Not really.
Your space, your environment.
My space, yes, my environment, yes. But I would spend another 2 weeks in Jamaica. Hands down. I'll spend another 2 weeks in Jamaica.
Well, he's from here, so of course he would spend another 2 weeks in Jamaica. But I know the kids are ready to go. They're like, I'm missing my home, my bed, my space. I don't know what's up with teenagers. As soon as now they get older, they don't want to show their face on the camera. Like, it's so, like, annoying.
I'm protecting my identity.
Protecting identity. Today is actually a very bleak and rainy day. There's a cruise ship here today. But I'm like, oh no. But the sun looked like it's trying to peek out. But it's definitely rainy. It's not even rainy season. I think rainy season in Jamaica is like June, July to like November. It's December. No, it's actually January. Happy New Year, you guys. But it's still rainy. So that kind of dampers a lot of some of the activities we wanted to do. But at the end of the day, we made the best of it, and we had a damn blast here in Jamaica. Jamaica don't owe me nothing.